Here's a curl routine for all the babes with spiral curls. I'm starting by shampooing and conditioning my model's hair with the Ouidad Unbreakable Bonds shampoo and conditioner. This shampoo and conditioner is suitable for all curl types, and because my model has highlighted hair, I want to do everything I can to help strengthen her curl pattern. I love the lather on the shampoo, and the conditioner has an amazing slip to it while moisturizing, repairing, and strengthening the hair. Now that her hair is cleansed and conditioned, I'm going in with the Ouidad Curl Reboot Nourish and Strength Leave-In Mask. This product helps to restore and enhance your natural curl pattern. Now I'm using a wet brush to evenly distribute the product through her hair. Now that her hair is prepped, it's time to style, so I'm dividing her hair into 5 sections so that I have better control of each section I'm working with. The first section is just a horseshoe section on top of the head. The next sections that I'm going to be creating are on either side of the ears, and I'm just splitting the hair off right behind the ear, and then I wind the hair up and use an alligator clip to hold everything in place. For the last 2 sections, I'm making a split across the back of the head, right at the middle of the ear, below the occipital. Time to start styling. Using a spray bottle, I'm getting the first section nice and wet before I go in with my styling product. I chose to style her hair using the Ouidad Vital Curl Plus Define and Shine Styling Gel Cream. After I work the product into my section, I'm using Ouidad's Rake and Shake technique to form her curls. For extra curl encouragement, I like to give the ends a wiggle and then give it a nice scrunch to help enhance the shape of her curls. I continue with these same steps, working my way up the back of her head. My model's hair is on the finer side, so as I apply my product to each section, I start in the mid-lengths, working my way toward the ends, and then at the end, whatever product is left in my hands, I work up toward the root area. That way, I make sure that I don't have too much product at her root area, which would end up making it heavy and weighed down. After I finish making my way up the back of her head, I follow the same steps for the sides. I add water first, then my product, rake and shake, and scrunch. Finally, I'm moving on to the horseshoe section at the top of her head. As you can see, I'm following the same steps that I did throughout the rest of her head, but this time, as I do my rake and shake technique, I'm elevating her hair to help create some volume at her roots. My model typically wears her hair in a center part, but because I don't want to create a hard part and we're trying to encourage volume, I'm continuing to work the same way through the entire horseshoe section, where I'm just directing all the hair up, shaking it and letting it fall back. That way, as her hair dries, it will end up having a more organic look to it. Now that I'm done applying the product in her hair, I'm having my model flip her head forward so I can give it a scrunch with a towel that has been wet down with a spray bottle to remove any excess water out of her hair without causing frizz. My diffuser is set on medium heat and medium speed. I start by hovering my diffuser around her root area, making sure that she's flipping her head forward and side to side to create that movement around her scalp. Once a cast starts to form on her hair, I then put the ends of her hair into the diffuser and gently scoop it up toward her root area. I'm continuing to have her flip her head from side to side while I scoop her ends up into the bowl of the diffuser. Each time I scoop her hair up, I hold it in that position for a minute before moving on to the next section. That way I'm not making a vigorous up-down motion, which can disturb the curls as they're drying and cause frizz. Once her hair is completely dry, I switch my dryer to the low setting and use the teeth of the diffuser to zhuzh her root area to create volume. Finally, I'm using the Ouidad Shine Glaze Serum to soften the cast that's in her hair. A little goes a long way, so I'm just using one pump, and then I thoroughly work the product through my hands before pineappling all of her curls on top of her head. Then I smooth my hands over the top of the ponytail and scrunch out the crunch. Once the hair feels soft, I use my fingertips to agitate the scalp to just shake everything out and create even more volume. After she flips her head back, I work through her hair to look for any curl clumps that need to be split. And my final trick for even more movement at her scalp is to use a pick and run it through the first couple inches of hair at the root. As I do this, you can visibly see her hair begin to look fuller. And here are the final results. Her hair feels so soft and weightless, and her curls look full and healthy. I hope you were able to learn something new from this video, and thank you so much for watching.